You probably have never thought about what you can learn about business from kayaking, but I'm here to tell you. I'm Jeffrey Shaw, business coach for self-employed business owners, author of Lingo and the Self-Employed Life, and host of the Self-Employed Life podcast. And sometimes we can get our best business lessons from unexpected sources. So you're going to want to watch this video all the way through because you're going to get plenty of business tips that I have learned from kayaking. Now, on most weekends, you can find me kayaking off the coast of Miami. We'll go out for 3-4 hours at a time. And after doing this for quite some time now, I have learned so many incredible business lessons that I think can make a big difference in your business as well. So are you ready to come aboard? First business lesson that I learned, because it's sea kayaking, right? It can be a rough current. So I learned the importance of either you go with the current or you hit the current straight on. Similarly in business, it's great when we're in flow. That's a great state of being in business. And if you're not, sometimes you just have to hit that current straight on. You have to hit your challenges straight on in business. The worst position to be in is slightly off center because you're just going to get beat from the side. You're either in flow or you go straight against it. I also learned a lot about the motivation. And I've written about this in my book, The Self-Employed Life. This is where the biggest lessons about motivation came from me, was from kayaking. Because I came to understand what really motivates us. Is it the push or the pull? Now I'm in a two-person kayak. So my partner behind me and I'm in the front. If I stop paddling, we keep momentum. If he stops paddling, we come almost to a complete stop. Why is that? Because when you're in the rear of the kayak paddling, you've got forward momentum. When you're in the front of the kayak paddling and there's no one paddling behind you, you are literally dragging all the weight behind you. What an incredible metaphor for life and personal development. So what I've learned about motivation is that it is easy to push forward than it is to pull the weight from behind you. The next thing I learned about business from kayaking is that we never get to our destination in a straight line. Our goal when we head out in the water is to get to a beach in the middle of the bay, a little island that we can pull our boat up on. And because we want to go either with the current or against it and not sideways to the current, we can never get there in a straight line. It's almost always an overriding arch in order to get to that destination, just like it is in business. You're not going to get there in a straight line. But you know what? The best part is every time we have to take that arch, go a little bit off detour, that's when we come across dolphins and manatee. And it always seems to be that the best treats in life come from the little detours that we have to take on the way to our destination. So there you go. There are some business lessons from kayaking that I think you can apply in your business to keep yourself going. They'll be really helpful to you. And in the meantime, I also want to offer you this opportunity to take a self-employed assessment, because in my book, The Self-Employed Life, the entire book is based on what's called the self-employed ecosystem. This idea of an ecosystem came largely from kayaking and how the ecosystem of our business is similar to an ecosystem in nature. So I created a self-employed assessment so that you can check on the health of your self-employed business ecosystem. You can get that at selfemployedassessment.com. selfemployedassessment.com. Help yourself to that complimentary tool. Take a quick assessment and find out whether your self-employed ecosystem is thriving and where it might need some help. And of course, check out the other videos in the channel, and we'll be back to you real soon.